Hey everybody, it's the Rugged Nerd here coming to you live from Rugged Nerd Studios. Got another product review here today for you from Newegg.com. So recently I've decided to upgrade my webcam. I've been running my streams and any of the video reviews that you've seen off of this Nikon D3500, D3500, if you're into the whole brevity thing, camera, DSLR camera. Some issues I've had with this camera is that it has an automatic scene shut off every 30 minutes unless you've pushed some button over there, so obviously it's going to get really awkward if I'm sitting here trying to reach up there and touch buttons on the back end while I'm trying to, that sounded bad, if I'm up here trying to perform a review or talk to the camera or stream something, and then constantly every 30 minutes trying to remind myself to go keep the scene view active. And then the other piece of it is sometimes it's just inconvenient, or the wife needs that, or kids are out and about doing activities and she wants this camera for our events, the life stuff that actually matters, as opposed to sitting here listening to me drone on about cheap products I've ordered off of Newegg.com. But anyway, I wanted to get a better webcam. The one that I have is old as dust. It's probably from 2007. It's a 720p webcam, USB piece of junk, and I actually need something better for that anyway, for streaming for work. I work from home and remotely. We have a lot of online meetings and I want those to look nice. So I decided to take the splurge, try this Aukey 1800p webcam out. I'll get into the tech specifics on it, a little bit of the spec reviews and information about the camera itself, but first I'm going to unbox it, and then once I've got it unboxed, I'm going to switch over to actually show you what this looks like compared to the DSLR camera for the second half of this stream, or this review. And then yeah, we'll get into the tech specs and some of the feedback I've read about this, and we'll just see how it looks for ourselves given the setup here. I'm actually going to take the side mount camera angle and move the webcam directly over the monitor, so I can also use this during game streaming and folks can see my face. Why they'd want to see that, I don't know. That's apparently what we do though. Every stream I've looked at that has any type of following, you can see the people and their expressions and stuff that they're trying to the way they're enjoying their game or having issues or just feeling more engaged. So I like playing those games that I stream. I also like doing product reviews and feedback and teaching sessions and our RV adventures and all that stuff. So this is just going to be an upgrade for us. So anyway, let me go ahead and get into the unboxing here, and then like I said, we'll pivot over to the other side. So it came in a plastic wrap around this in a air pocket pouch. Bubble wrap. There we go, bubble wrap. It came with a bubble wrap box container from Newegg with the awesome has arrived standard thing. So here you can see, how well you can see, I don't know, we get it in focus. It's the camera. We got the camera and the cord and the camera itself wrapped inside the box here, and it's just boxed around this entire component. And anything you get from Aukey is going to include this warranty. This is a 24-month product warranty, says on the back here, and you can go online to register it if you want to, which I plan on doing because I've only had Aukey products for a couple months. An example is these LED lights, pretty cool little things that switch to a cycling RGB, and you can have it pause on whatever color you want it to stay at. It has the bright white, and then it has the soft white, which is what I used for my ambient light since I don't have a light ring. And then there's the user manual, back to the big camera at hand. And then you see here it comes in this nice semi-opaque plastic. And then the camera itself, it's got the plastic protector across the front. It does have stereo speakers. You'll notice there's a left and right speaker here. I hear that does a decent job in the reviews. You can actually tell left and right. Like if you pan your playback to left and right audio, you can get a slight deeper feel of where that's actually coming from. And then it's got the mount here, the clip that you can basically use to lock on the back of the monitor. The weight of this is actually surprising. It's I don't know how many ounces it is, but it's got a good heft to it. So it's actually going to stay in place and not be thrown off by a simple bump of the desk like my older camera does. And then it's got, I believe it's a 3.5 foot cable. Let me pull this out here and we'll take a look. We'll kind of eyeball it, right? I can do a twisty tie. All right. Well, that was a great job. So let me get this done. All right. So yeah, this thing is somewhere between, well, actually that's longer than I expected. This is actually, I'm going to stand up and see what this comes up on me here. So this is actually, I'm 5'9", and this comes up to just about my forehead. So this is a little over 5.5 feet in length of a USB cable. That's convenient. and it's a solid quality build on the cable itself, so it's not going to like fray or come undone easily. It's not chintzy wiring, that's for sure. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop this video here. We're going to pivot over to the actual webcam mounted on top of the monitor, and we'll see you back here in a couple minutes and see how that goes.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Aukey 1080p webcam. So right now I'm running off of the webcam audio. You may have noticed a quality sound change from the Yeti itself, maybe a little bit more tinny or less full audio sound. But one thing that I mentioned that this does have is that stereophonic effect. So I don't know, I'm going to actually kind of move over this way to the right of the camera perspective, and that's the right side. And if I move back over here to the left, maybe you can do some panning on the audio if you wanted to see what that sounds like. The other piece to look at is the webcam itself. You can notice it's a little bit more granular. You can see, like maybe on the desk over here, some of this flatter material looks to be a little bit pixelated or grainy. The other thing I noticed, this is straight out of the box. There's no additional After Effects added. I haven't added any filters on OBS. This is just the camera as it is. It's a much wider angle as well. Gosh, I gotta quit bumping that microphone. Sorry, folks. But it is a much wider angle, you'll notice, than the DSLR I had zoomed in on me. And it's also noticeably wider than the 720p camera I've used of late. So that's exciting to have this bigger view of kind of the studio. I have to actually now put some wall treatments up, because who wants to stare at a blue wall, right? I've got some ideas for what's over there, but I would love your comments. I'm a big fan of Final Fantasy series, especially 14 and Star Citizen. Those are kind of my two big ones, so I'm trying to feel out what I want to do to decorate the back wall here. And you may also notice in the audio there's some tin bouncing off the walls. So again, I'm just kind of joining on here to give you my plain conversational listening of what the sounds like here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the webcam audio and switch back over to the Yeti so you can hear that difference. So this is now audio switched back over to the Yeti, Blue Yeti microphone here on my boom arm, and you can tell the difference in that sound as a sample. I haven't even listened to the Aukey yet, so I'll go back and listen to that on the audio here for the stream, but interested in what your thoughts are and which one sounds better. If it's distinctly the Yeti, I would hope so, because it's a pretty expensive standalone microphone compared to a $25 camera purchased from Newegg. So the other thing I wanted to talk through was some of the specs around the camera itself. So this is the Aukey, let me get the model number right here, PC-LM1E. That's PC-L as in Lincoln, M as in Mike, 1 E as in Edward. It's a 1080p webcam, USB, using USB 2.0 technology. It's a 2 megapixel webcam with a single 2.9 inch CMOS image sensor. It does have the built-in microphones allowing for stereo, and it allows up to 30 frames per second in video. So that's another thing to keep in mind. If you're looking for that 60p for any purpose, you're not going to get that out of this camera. The biggest selling point on this one is the price was right? So I was looking to just get some introductory camera that I could use, for most of my streaming, and this one is running right now. This exact model, PC-LM1E, is $16.99 on Newegg.com. I'll drop a link in the description of the YouTube video here. But yeah, so that's a pretty heck of a good deal for what appears to be a decent, 1080p wide-angle camera. So now I can actually stream in a lot more quality than what I've been working with. The other things to take into account on the spec side is the camera itself it's durable. It's got the full hinge, so you notice when I opened it up, it had the clamp to go on the back of the monitor. Well, that actually hinges all the way a full 90 degrees, so that you can set the camera down and it can stand on a desk or whatever and stay balanced. It also has, I believe it's a 270 degree pivot. I'll have to look that up. I couldn't tell the degrees just by looking at it. I'm not that good at gauging the degree side, but you can pivot the camera left, right, and I can show you here as an example. That's to the left, and it can pivot back right. So of course you can see you got some different options there, and it pivots up and down. So that's another nice feature on it. So you don't have to worry about adjusting it and getting it to stand just right at the top of your desk. But in fact, my camera's now off. But yeah, so that's the quality on the camera itself. Other things to keep into account are That USB durability, the cord is actually, like I said, a really high quality. It's got a nice solid build. So like even if I shake my monitor here, you might cause your lamp to fall off the thin line of bevel that it was balancing on, but the camera itself is going to stay in place. And then, let's see, I think it pretty much covers everything I wanted to make sure we covered on it. Yeah, you can't really beat it for the price, especially if you're looking for an introductory webcam, something you can just start streaming with, or if you're looking for something to take with you on the go, you're not worried about getting busted up when you're traveling, working remotely, or having to jump into those meetings while at the airport or hotel while you're on the road. It's actually a really good deal, and it is the #1 bestseller in the webcams category for Newegg. So get out there and take a look. Let me know what you think of this, the review, the unboxing. I'm looking for feedback on these reviews, if they're helpful or not, and if you decide to buy it, do also give me a shout on that, because I'm not affiliated with anybody. I'm not looking to make money on any of this stuff. This is more hobby and interest in learning the technique for now. But if you do purchase something, I'd like to know, because I like to talk to the folks over there at Newegg. I follow some of their live streams and just keep in comms with them about these product reviews and feedback that are, other folks in the market that are looking for things. So thanks for taking the time and jumping in. I really appreciate it. Again, on the Rugged Nerd, I'm going to end off with just asking, if you liked this video, be sure to like it. And then if you wouldn't mind subscribing to get notifications on our upcoming videos, reviews, live streams, travel vlog information, stuff we're doing with our camper, all types of stuff coming in the future around the Rugged Nerd brand. So hope you enjoy it. If you did, drop a comment down below, and hope to talk to you soon. Otherwise, take care, stay awesome, and I need to go fix my RGB light. Make sure I didn't break it, because I'm gravitationally challenged. All right, take care, everybody. You're awesome.